Hey there, happy Friday, here with my intuition video. I'm really going to talk about creating your own reality. I have had a lot of clarity on that. And I'm always working on, as this is a intuition video and following your intuition, is really understanding what that means to create your own reality. Because that is what we do here. In our life, we do create our own reality. And so if stuff is going on in your life that's not great, you're creating that. And it's an art to learn how to step back and see, like, how am I creating that? Or if you're not in a place that you want to be in your life, that is then you've created where you are, and how do you then create the life that you want? I mean, that's a kind of a big buzz going on right now. And I really think it's true. My experience is that it's true. I know that when I look back on my life, the last 25 years of my life, what I've practiced is 1, being teachable. 2, having the emotion of allowing happening in my life. So like when I'm stuck, there's a saying that when we're ready to learn, the teacher arrives. Well, the teachers are there. It's when we're ready to learn. And so being in a place of allowing things to unfold, sometimes it's even allowing things to become clear so you can release them, so that you can hear your intuition and then follow your intuition. There's so much stuff that can be done right now in our day-to-day world of trying to create a reality that we want to be in. I just got hit with this really hard this week. So I've been talking a lot about my aunt who passed away, and she's actually someone who taught me a lot of this when I was young, that you can create your own reality, you can live the life that you want. And although at the end of her life, I heard her talking a lot about she wasn't necessarily in the place that she wanted to be. And it was really a good lesson for me to watch her and to get really clear quick. When I was really young, I wanted to move to San Diego. I really wanted to live by the beach, and I was pretty much willing to do anything. So nobody really in my family wanted me to move here. They didn't believe I could. They really thought I wasn't going to make it. I was told that I wouldn't be given any help if I came here and I couldn't make it, that I'd have to go home and move in with my mom, which is like my biggest nightmare as an adult, is to have to go home and live with my mom. We are not people who should be living under the same house. And so I didn't have a lot of support to live that create my reality that way. And so, but I did, and I allowed it to unfold. It was not a plan. I did not plan how to be here. Literally, things came to me and I said yes to them. And over my life, I've said yes to things that a lot of people I watch say, no, I don't need that. I don't need the help. There was a point in time in my life when I was about 26 or 27 that I really needed very intense therapy. And I had been told by a few people to go to a specific therapist that would help me with some of the trauma from my family and generations before me. And it took a while, and I decided to go. And it was probably the best thing that I ever did in my 20s, is to be able to release a lot of that, and allowed me then to create a life that I wanted, as opposed to creating a life that was already going to be a life of default, just out of living in survival like my family had been living. So the question I pose is, are you creating your own reality and living in a world of allowing, which is a much better feeling, where you feel as if you're going with the flow? Sometimes it feels like, when it's an allowing, that it's fearful, that it's because it's unknown. But it's a different fear than fear of not getting what you want. It's like the fear of unknown is a little bit of a healthy fear, and it takes a little bit of courage, but it's nothing like the fear of resistance. So if you are in resistance, you're probably in the default, creating out of default. The other tool that I'm going to tell you right now is working fantastically for me is meditation. Every morning for 15 minutes I meditate. Sometimes I'm doing guided meditation. Sometimes I am just sitting quiet for 15 minutes. And I am getting a lot of clarity out of that. After that, I do write down what I heard if I had something kind of come up. I'm also doing a lot of yoga, and I have a group that I meet with. I just met with my Artist Way group, and we are going to start a new book. We talk a lot about creating our reality and what that looks like, and how to let go and watch our thoughts of thoughts that are really not serving us. But even more so, I will say that the most important thing with thoughts is really connecting the thoughts to the feelings, which takes a little bit of effort, and meditation helps with that as well. So sometimes I'll have a feeling first, and then the thought will come later. I can look back and go, oh, that's what I was thinking when I felt that way. There's a whole range of thoughts and feelings, a whole range of feelings. And if you're a man, get in touch with those, because men have been conditioned, older men, not my son so much in his age group, but they have been conditioned to only be able to express a certain number of feelings. But they have them anyways. They just haven't been taught or allowed, given the allowance to express them unless they've done some work on themselves. But I am all in for creating a life that I want and my own reality. And I stopped this week and really had a moment to look around and realized that I have created my own reality, and it's pretty darn good. I live where I want to live. I have a beautiful son who goes to a great school. I have a career that I enjoy doing that supports me. I have been able to build a creative life in my life that I love. I have an inner circle of close friends and that is super, super important for creating. I'm not waiting until when this happens to be happy. I'm living it now. And I think that is so important. I hope you enjoyed this. So meditation, watching thoughts, checking in with those thoughts and connecting them to feelings. And I'm going to just say this out loud. I said this, I think, on the last one, get a therapist. Just get a therapist. Therapists used to be seen as, and I remember my grandpa used to say, quacks. I don't need to go see one of those quacks unless there's something wrong. No. I would say everybody needs a therapist, like you need a dentist, like you need to go see a doctor with a physical. And if you don't have a therapist, I would look into getting one, just so you can connect your thoughts to your feelings and have somebody in a safe space be able to help you to do that. And I bet you anything that you'll start creating a reality in your life of one that's different than the one you have. I'd love to hear from you. If you have a beautiful life that you've created your own reality, let me know how you did it. If you have questions on what else could I do, there's lots and lots of practicing steps to take to be able to make that happen. Anyways, have a good weekend. That's my intuition video, and I will see you next week.